Okay. All right, and all right, so the answer. All right, so once again, this is Gurography. It's a free letter review hub. Yan, sa message lang kayo for Macboards. Nasa pre-board na po tayo ngayon. All right, we help also Red Channel. Yan, so just subscribe, okay? You can access it for free, okay? Yung channel na yan. Right, so social science po tayo. So of course, recall round tayo are our one on domains of learning at what effective levels of competencies is Teacher Kizon asking his students to display an attitude through a poster material after seeing a video about heroism. Yan, so valuing po ba tayo or characterizing? Okay, so that is gold po ba yan or red? All right? And yes, very good. So, tama yung sagot nyo. It is indeed valuing. Kasi sabi niya, magdi-display pa lang siya ng attitude. Okay, yan. So, hindi pa niya isa sa buhay. Okay, pag isa sa buhay na niya, o ika-characterize na niya, alright, i-apply na niya sa lifestyle niya, ganon is characterizing. All right, so R2, as a result of the UNCED 1992, a comprehensive program of action for sustainable development was adopted and known as, all right, so Agenda 21 po ba yan or Brundtland Commission? All right, na red. Okay. All right, very good. So walang nagkamali. The answer there is Agenda 21. Okay, but for your information, ayun, so Brundtland Commission is also related sa SDGs. Okay, so ito, dun sa Brundtland Commission, nagkaroon ng Brundtland Report. Okay, so doon po na develop yung idea of the 17 the sustainable development. All right. Okay, now round 3, what is the Filipino translation of sustainable development? Okay, so likas kayang pag-unlad po ba yan? Or makakalikasang pag-unlad? Again, what is the Filipino translation of sustainable development? Okay, likas kayang pag-unlad po ba yan? Or makakalikasang pag-unlad? Okay, so magsagot lang po kayo. Iinom lang ako ng pain reliever. Ang sakit ng ulo ko, ang sakit ng bewang ko. Okay. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Aha, okay, tama. All right, so the answer there is tama. All right, so likas kayang pag-unlad. Okay, likas kayang pag-unlad. All right, so bagay kahit pa paano, no, makakalikasan kasi is maka-nature. Okay, so kahit pa paano, no, ano natin dito. Likas kaya natin. Okay, it's natural for us. Parang ganun yung likas kaya. All right. Recall round 4, what historic protest led by Mahatma Gandhi challenged British rule over the salt tax and reflected his principle of ahimsa, or called the or also known as non-violence. Okay, so Quit India movement po ba yan? Or the Salt Walk? Again, recall round 4, what historic protest led by Mahatma Gandhi challenged British rule over the salt tax and reflected his principle of ahimsa. Okay, so, or non-violence. Okay, so is it Quit India movement or the Salt Walk? Okay, all right. So puro red sila. Okay, so hindi ito yung tanong ko last time, 'di ba? Hindi ito yung pinakatanong natin. Yung pinakatanong natin is who is known, okay, sa paggamit ng ahimsa during the British rule, 'di ba? So ang sagot po natin diyan ay si Mahatma Gandhi. Di po ba? Pero marami pong mga tanong related dyan. Okay, so this one is also the other one of it. Okay, one of it. Okay, so the answer there, of course, is the Salt Walk or the Salt March. Kung malayo yung the Salt Walk, okay? The Salt March. Kasi nga, ito yung sinasabi ni Mahatma Gandhi na uh, aside from water and air, okay, salt is the next na pinaka-basic need. Okay, and then at this time, nung British rule, gusto nilang i-monopolize kaya yung paggamit ng paggawa ng salt kasi ang India is known for producing salt. All right. Recall round 5. Who assassinated a leader which provided Austria-Hungary the excuse to declare war against Serbia during World War I? Okay, so Gavrilo Princip or Franz Ferdinand. Okay. So this is why napaka-importante din po sa inyo na intindihin yung tanong. Kasi last time, yung linab ko to, hindi, di ba? Hindi ito yung main na tanong ko, di ba? Pero in-explain ko. So binaliktad ko lang, ay nako. Pinili pa rin yung sagot dun sa dati kong tanong. Hindi naman po ganito yung pagkatanong. Okay. Alright, so sabi niya, who assassinated? Ang tanong ko last time is, whose assassination? Kaninong asasinasyon? Okay, and then the answer there is Franz Ferdinand. Pero dito is sino yung nag-assassinate? And of course, that is Gavrilo Princip. Okay, ang galing-galing nyo. Okay, good job kayo dyan. Alright, so ang focus natin ngayon ay social-cultural anthropology. Okay, yung first few questions. Okay, number 1. Hoy, question of the day ko to, marami pa rin nagkamali. A, worship of a single God without denying the existence of others is polytheism bo yan? B, animism, C, monotheism, and D, henotheism. Okay, worship of a single God without denying the existence of others is a polytheism, B, animism, C, monotheism, and D, henotheism. Can you please put the number po? Pwedeng ilagay nyo po yung number pag sumasagot kayo para alam ko po kung kung naglalag kayo, alright? Or ako'y naglalag kasi nga may problema ngayon ang dahil sobrang ulan natin, naglalag. O, tignan nyo. Yan. Kasi nakita nyo lang po yung single God, di po ba? Kaya sumagot po kayo ng monotheism, pero ituloy nyo po yan. Worship of a single God without denying the existence of others. Ang monotheism po, you just worship one God and you believe in one God, nothing else or no one else. All right? Yan. So of course, dahil isa lang yung pinapaniwalaan mong Diyos, of course, you deny the existence of others. Okay? Right. So the answer there po is henotheism. Okay? So poly, alam naman natin pag poly, many. Okay? Theos po kasi is God. So you believe in many gods, ang polytheism. Animism, ito naman yung nagbi-believe ka na lahat ng living things ay may how do you call that? May spirit. Kaya yung mga aso, pusa, halaman, okay, yung mga living things lang. And then monotheism, syempre, believe in one God po yan. Alright. Number 2, the Sudra in India is equivalent to which class in pre-Hispanic Philippines? A, Timawa, B, Serf, C, Maharlika, and D, Alipian. Again, the Sudra in India is equivalent to which class in pre-Hispanic Philippines? A, Timawa. Okay. B, Serf. Ilagay niyo po yung number. C, Maharlika. And D, Alipin. Okay. Alipin mo man ako, hindi batid. Alright. So the answer here is Sudra. Okay. Is Alipin. Okay, alipin po yung Sudra. Okay, so tingnan natin. Let's compare, okay? So, lumalabas din po kung saan nag-start ang caste system is sa India, okay? Nakalagay po dun sa Varna, which is, it's called Varna, okay? Nasa Rig Veda nila, lumalabas din po yon. Okay, so ito po yon. So, mag-start po siya sa Shudra. And Shudra is yung mga alipin or dependents natin. Okay? So bakit po pala na lumalabas din po kasi ito, bakit po dependents yung tawag natin sa alipin? Because yung mga alipin natin, they are not chattel slaves, okay? Alam niyo po, yung chattel slaves means parang yung mga black noon, noon, kaya na talagang pagmamay-ari talaga sila, okay? Parang silang commodity. Yung sa alipin po natin, they are not pagmamay-ari ng mga tao. They are dependents kasi may utang sila. And then kailangan nilang bayaran yung utang nila doon para makawala sila. Yan. So, yan naman yung pagkakaiba, okay? So, nakalagay lang dyan na caste system of pre-colonial Philippines, pero actually, hindi to caste system kasi lumalabas din po pala ang caste system is by birth, okay? Pinanganak kang ganoon, mamamatay kang ganon, okay? Yan. So for us, it's more on social classes tayo. All right. Vaishya equivalent to timawa naman sa atin, okay? Mga merchants, okay? Mga free commoners. So, sa Pilipinas, pag alipin ka, pag nakabayad ka na, pwede ka nang maging timawa. Okay, ganon. Or pwede kang maging maharlika, okay? Maharlika are the warriors. Okay, yan. And dito naman sa pre-colonial India is Kshatriya. Okay, and then yung Maginoo, ito pala. Kasi 'di ba, hindi common na lumalabas yung Maginoo. Usually nagsta-start na tayo dun sa Maharlika, pero meron din po palang Maginoo. Okay, ito yung mga ruling class, yung mga datu, yung mga noble blood, okay? And of course, ang pinakamataas naman sa caste system is Brahmin. Okay, yan. So we have Dalits, lumalabas din po to, yung they are called untouchables, yan. And then, ang tanong doon is, why are they called untouchables? Okay, so hindi untouchables dahil mayaman, hindi. Untouchables kasi, sa tingin nila sa kanila is marumi kasi they do all the menial and dirty jobs. Okay, like paglilinis ng sewer, yung mga ganun. Okay, that is why they are outside the caste system. Okay, yan. All right. Number 3, safe space refers to a places intended to be free of bias, conflict, criticism, or potentially threatening actions, ideas, or conversations. B, areas restricted only to authorized personnel. C, spaces used exclusively for academic or professional activities. And D, locations designed primarily, okay, for recreation and leisure. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi ako maka-join. Okay. Okay. Pwede po bang magbigay sa akin yung passcode sa Zoom, please? Nawawala-wala po ako dun eh. Yung passcode sa Zoom dito sa please kindly give it to me para makapasok po ako sa Zoom natin. Alright, so A, puro A. Ilagay niyo po yung number please pag sumasagot kayo, parang awan yun na. Alright, so tama po. Okay, so yan. So the answer there is places intended to be free of bias, conflict, criticisms, or potentially threatening actions, ideas, or conversations. Kumbaga, zero judgment zone. Okay, yan. So, pwede mong ipahayag kung ano yung damdamin mo. Alright, so, nag-start po yan, nung unang-una, yung before na naging buzzword ang safe space, bago umuso yung word na safe space, nag-start lang po yan sa LGBT culture. Okay, kasi alam naman natin, marginalized yung LGBT culture. And then, lumawak na yung gamit. Okay, so, safe space become a general, how do you call that? General concept, okay? Yan, that means zero, okay? Zero criticism, okay? Or zero judgment zone, okay? Yan, so it's you are free from violence, harassment, or hate speech. Even sa mga teachers, okay? Yan, ano din po yung ano. Okay, and then, 49726, okay. Ay, si Blue pala, nakaano sa akin. Alright. Okay, so kanina kaka-post ko lang kasi nagbabasa ako sa hindi ko alam. Alam ko yung bawal bastos law, 'di ba? Meron yung ganun. Pero ang tawag pala doon is Safe Space Act. Ayun, 'di ba? Safe Space Act 'yon. Okay? So, mga soksay, huwag kalimutan, okay? Na anuhin 'yon, okay? Safe Space Act po tayo. Okay. All right. Thank you, Blue. All right, number 4, what do you call the gift given to the bride's parents in traditional Filipino marriage practices? Bakit ito? Ito lang. All right, so again, what do you call the gift given to the bride's parents in traditional Filipino marriage practices? A, bigay ginto. B, bigay pera. C, bigay kaya. And D, bigay suhol. Okay, so ito yung alright. Okay, so if you want to do math boards, yan, may pa-top 10 pa ako, yan. So message lang po kayo sa Blue App, okay? Wala, hindi po scam yun. Okay, talaga pong free yun, okay? Nagsasend ako ng para basahin nyo muna, alright? Okay, and then meron po tayong red channel. Alam niyo po kung ano yung red channel yan. So, you can freely access na yung mga videos ko doon. Okay? Habang free pa. Alright? So, C. Allah! A, C, A. Okay. Alright. So, A and C. Okay, A and C. Alright? Aha, okay. Alright, so the answer here is bigay kaya. Okay, what one is capable of giving. Yun pa kasi yung meaning yon. Okay, or sa ano is dote. Okay, sa ano ata? Sa Mindanao ata? Yan, sa far south ata ang tawag nun ay dote. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, yan. Alright? Okay. Ito, stock knowledge naman natin. Bayad sa pagpupuyat at iba pang sakripisyo ng magulang sa pagpapalaki sa anak. Okay, red po ba yan na bigay suso? At panghimuyat na blue. Ako na naman ba? Hello na po. Okay, so again, bayad sa pagpupuyat at iba pang sakripisyo ng magulang sa pagpapalaki sa anak. Okay, so bigay suso po ba yan or panghimuyat na blue? Okay. And of course, okay, very good kayo dyan. So pagpupuyat is panghimuyat. Okay? Yan. Pagpupuyat, panghimuyat. Hindi naman madali, hindi naman mahirap alalahanin to. Okay? So let's play a game. Okay? So ito yung mga apat, okay, na mga binibigay as material na bayad, okay? Para sa material na bayad at saka syempre serbisyo, okay? Para sa before na magkaasawa. Okay? So we have bigay kaya, we have bigay suso, panghimuyat at saka himaraw. Okay? So yan, all right? Pagpasuso ang tawag sa amin kaya. Sa amin kaya pagpasuso. All right. Okay, so apat po to. So, yeah, know your worth, girls. Okay, Char. Okay, know your worth, girls. Okay, so tingnan nyo ang daming binibigay tapos loloko-lokohin ka lang. Okay, so let's start with land, gold, or slaves, showing the man's ability to support a family. Okay, forfeited or returned depending on who caused the separation. Okay, so bigay kaya po ba yan? Bigay suso, panghimuyat, at saka himaraw. So, uso din po to sa amin, okay? Although ang tawag sa amin doon is hingot, okay? Sa Ifugao, hingot means, how do you call that? Engagement, alright? So, pag halimbawa na kung sino yung, ang bibigay po ng baboy sa amin, hindi dowry, okay, baboy, is yung lalaki. And then pag hindi tinuloy ng babae, babalik niya, okay, yung mga baboy na yon, right? Alright, okay. Right. So, tingnan nyo, hindi ko kasi binasa yung kanina. Okay, kasi gusto kong matanglawin sana kayo. Nakalagay na doon, okay? Ang bigay kaya, okay, is consist of land, gold, or slaves. Okay, yon. Andun na po yon, okay? Alright, next naman, payment to the bride's parents for the mother's effort in raising her. Okay, so bigay suso po ba yan? Panghimuyat or himaraw? Okay? So again, payment. Dito na po tayo ha. Payment to the bride's parents for the mother's effort. Yung effort mo. Okay? Yung effort nung nanay sa pagpapalaki. Okay, panghimuyat, sabi niya. Yung may nakikita ako na parang na visibility restriction sila. Don't worry, nakikita ko kasi tumitingin ako sa phone ko. All right. And of course, the answer there is panghimuyat. Okay? Kasi yung payment to the mother's effort also includes yung pagpupuyat na yon, 'di ba? Yon. So the answer there is panghimuyat. All right. Next, compensation given to the wet nurse who fed the woman in infancy. Okay, so again, compensation given to the wet nurse who fed the woman in infancy. Okay, yan. So, meron pa palang wet nurse. Social, meron pang wet nurse noon. Alright, feeling ko naman, di ba, hindi na kayo magkakamali dyan kasi sabi niya, fed the woman. Okay, yan. So, of course, the answer there is bigay suso. Okay, very good kayo dyan. Perfect. Okay, and himaraw, ito naman yung rene-reimburse mo yung nagastos nung pamilya, nung babae. Okay, so that is himaraw. Okay, yan. Great job daw kayo dyan. Okay, good job. All right. Number 5, rewards or punishment formally given by institutions are called A, positive sanctions, B, negative sanctions, C, informal sanctions, and D, formal sanctions. Okay, so again, number 5, rewards or punishment formally given by institutions are called A, positive sanctions, B, negative sanctions, C, informal na sanctions, or D, formal sanctions. Okay. Okay, D. Okay, so pakitap-tap naman yung ating live. Uy, marami palang nag-tap na. So, thank you so much. Okay, so FS, all right, okay. All right, so the answer here is tama, FS. Okay, so siya. Okay, formal sanction, kasi andyan na yan, formally. And then, sino nagbibigay ng formal sanctions? Mga institutions like school, di ba? Government, okay, yun mga organizations, ayan. All right, so there are 6 types of sanctions in sociology. Okay, yan. So, positive sanctions, okay? So, di ba ang isip kasi natin pag sanction is punishment, okay? So, hindi naman. Sa positive sanction, actually, these are rewards. Yan, na binibigay dahil good job ka, alright? Ang negative sanction naman, ito na yung mga punishment na binibigay dahil hindi ka good job, okay? May ginawa kang kalokohan. Charot. Alright. Formal sanction, yun pa yung sagot natin doon. These are sanctions given by the official authorities. Okay, so for example, nag-jaywalking ka. O, edi, magbayad ka, parang gano'n. Right? Informal sanction, so kung ang formal sanctions ay binibigay ng mga official institution, ang informal sanction naman is binibigay yan ng society or maski mga barkada mo. Okay, yan. So, for example, mali yung ginawa mo. So, ano ba yung ginagawa ng society sa'yo, di ba? Rini-ridicule ka, di ba? Kina-cancel ka, di ba? Cancellation, ano. Alright? Okay. So, mga barkada mo naman, hindi ka na, uy, wag na natin siyang friend. Okay, ganon. Alright? Ang internal sanction, internal, within. Okay, within yourself. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng internal. Okay, so, alam mo, nagigilty ka, may ginawa kang masama, so nagigilty ka. Alright? And of course, external sanction is hindi ikaw, okay? Yung iba, nagagalit yung iba sa'yo, wina-warningan ka ng neighbor mo. Okay, yan. So, don't mistake ko pala. Pwede po kasi na yung formal sanction could be a positive sanction. Pwedeng ganun ha, yan. Yan. So, hindi po, pwedeng overlapping po yan. Okay? Alright. Number 6, culture shaping man's understanding of reality is related to which discipline? A, psychology, B, anatomy, C, zoology, and D, physiology. Okay, thank you for following the live. Okay, the live. Okay, so may inaantay lang ako na yun, tapos meron tayong mga pag-game soon, okay? Alright, again, culture shaping man's understanding of reality is related to which discipline? May nagkamali pa dito last time. Isa lang naman, A, psychology, B, anatomy, C, zoology, and D, physiology. At meron na ngang nagkamali ulit ngayon. Bakit? Okay, sige. Alright, so bakit po sige nga po, ano sa tingin niyo yung physiology? Or nakita niyo lang kasi na PH yon? Kasi minsan ganun, pinagpapalit natin yung physiology tsaka psychology. Oh, may dumagdag pa. Alright, so the answer there is psychology, di ba? Kasi paano ba yung culture natin? Di ba yung culture natin is ang culture natin affects the way we think. Di ba? Yun. So halimbawa, yung culture natin ay halimbawa, wag na kami, okay? Siningit ko na naman yung sarili ko. Tayong mga Filipino, 'di ba? Is very conservative tayo, 'di ba? Yun yung culture natin, conservative tayo. So, inaapektuhan yung pag-iisip nila na ay, dapat hindi pwedeng ganito, hindi pwedeng ganito. Yan. So, ano ba yung the study of the way our brain thinks? Ano ba 'yon? The answer there is psychology. Okay. Yeah, okay. Physiology, okay. Psychology, study of human behavior, tama. Or study of how we think, di ba? Kasi ang human behavior naman natin ay influenced by how we think. Di ba? Yan. So, ang physiology po kasi is, yung our body parts and functions, okay? Usually function, okay, ng ating body parts. Kaya nga physiological needs, okay? So, kailangan natin yon para mag-function yung ating katawan. Alright? So, anatomy, at least the physical structure of the body naman yon, di ba? Yan. So, madali na lang dyan. And zoology, of course, the animals. Alright. Number 7, among the risk of the use of ICT and networking, which concerns children at an early age. A, cyberbullying in all forms. B, prolonged exposure to online sites. C, theft and fraud. And D, self-harm websites. Okay, so last time, ang daming ano kasi alam ko iba-iba yung sagot ng ibang ng RCs dito, okay? But for me ito yung sagot ko, okay? Ayan, right? So among the risk of the use of ICT and networking, which concerns children at an early age, okay? Nag-away-away na. A, cyberbullying in all forms. B, prolonged exposure to online sites. C, theft and fraud. And D, self-harm websites. Okay. Alright. Sige nga guys. Sige. Matanong ko lang kayo. Yung use of ICT ba, kailangan may kausap ka? Yung use of ICT, yun lang po. Yes or no? Yan. Lagi ba ka bang may kausap when you use ICT? Okay, very good. Hindi naman, di ba? Ang sabi po niya, use of ICT and networking, di ba? Yan. So, hindi naman eh. Ang pag-browse mo pa lang, di ba? Pag-browse mo pa lang, gumagamit ka na ng ICT, di ba? Pag ano mo pa lang, manood ka lang ng YouTube, gumagamit ka na ng ICT. Okay, nag-ano ka lang, scan ka lang sa Facebook, gumagamit ka na ng ICT. So, how could it be? Okay, for me ha, how could it be na cyberbullying, 'di ba? Kung wala kang kinakausap, sinong magbubully po sa inyo? Okay, so for me is prolonged exposure to online sites, especially sa mga sa early age, 'di ba? Napaka delikado po talaga. Okay, for example, 2 years old, ay nako yung pamangkin ko, Diyos ko, hindi kakain kung hindi nakaharap yung cellphone. Okay, so of course the answer there would be prolonged exposure to online sites. Okay, as for me po ha. Ayan, so nasa inyo na po 'yon. All right. Number 8, a social media company tracks users likes, searches, locations, and online behavior, then analyzes this data to sell targeted advertisements to businesses. This practice is known as A, surveillance capitalism, B, data privacy, C, digital citizenship, and D, cybersecurity. Thank you for following. Ayan. So, mag-message po kayo sa Blue App. Meron po tayong top reward. Libre. Libre. Yan. So, habang libre pa. Okay? Hindi po scam yun. Libre po talaga yun. Okay. All right. Very good kayo dyan. So, the answer there is surveillance capitalism. Okay? Kasi di ba yung ano, yung halimbawa ako ha, sa Shopee, nag-search lang ako doon ng ano ng yung nawa-wall mount na ano na paglagyan ng shampoo parang gano'n, di ba? Nag-search ako sa Shopee, pagbalik ko doon sa Facebook, aba, naglalabasan na rin yung gano'n. Okay? So, ito po 'yon. Okay? It's surveillance capitalism. Okay? Surveillance kasi sino-surveil ka, tinitiktikan ka. Okay, yan. So, algorithm. Okay, gumagamit po daw sila ng algorithm. Okay, yung surveillance capitalism, okay, this is a new concept. Okay, so 2019 po nagamit na ano to na coined by Shoshana Zuboff. Okay, Shoshana. Okay. Uy, nasa-surveil ako. Oh, Shoshana. Alright, so Shalan. Okay. B, data privacy, very easy to understand. C, digital citizenship. Kaya ang digital citizenship lumalabas din po 'yon. Okay, so ito yung ano mo, yung paggamit mo ng ano ng paggamit mo ng ICT responsibly, ethically, okay, respectfully, okay, yan. All right? May yes po, meron po. Okay, ganun din po. Okay, blue up meron tayo, may red channel meron po. Okay, the same name. Okay, yung nagme-message sa akin dun sa ano nagpa-pop po, mamaya ko po sasagutin. Bibigay ko yung link ng GC later, hindi pa ako maka-reply. All right, and of course cyber security, oh, secure the cyber. Okay, yan. So you protect yung network, okay? Protect everything, okay? Na related sa ICT. Alright, so stock size shuffle na po tayo. Alright, number 9, what do you call a broad part of the economy made up of businesses engaged in the same or related activities which help economists analyze economic activity? A, industry, B, market, C, sector, and D, trade. Again, what do you call a broad part of the economy made up of businesses engaged in the same or related activities which helps economists analyze the economic activity? A, industry, B, market, C, sector, and D, trade. Okay, ilagay niyo pa yung number. Hala, A, B, C. A, B, C. D, lalarga na. D na lang ang kulang. So, ayusin natin yung ano para hindi kayo na... Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Alright, yung sumagot pa sa market, okay? Kung ang sector ay broad, ang market naman pinaka-broad, okay? Yan. So market is doon lang nangyayari yung lahat, law of supply and demand, lahat po 'yon. Yun ang market. Okay. Ang alam ko na pwedeng pagkabudolan niyo dito is yung sector at saka industry. Pero dito po kasi is broad part. Tapos engage in the same or related activities. Okay? Ang industry po kasi is the same, okay? The same activity. Okay? Hindi the same or related. Okay? So for example, sabi niya, automobile and industry. So ano ba yung pinoproduce nila? Automobile. Yun lang yun, okay? I-compare mo naman sa ano sa sector na for example, education industry. Okay? So ang education sector. Okay? So di ba napaka-broad? Yung parang education sector, sino yung mga kasama doon? Mga schools, universities, review center, tayong mga online review hub, okay, tutorials, di ba? Yan. So that is why the answer there would be sector. Okay? Yan. All right, stock knowledge. Which sector of the economy consists of processing, manufacturing, and construction industries that produce goods from raw materials? Okay, primary sector po ba yan or secondary sector? Okay, so again, which sector of the economy consists of processing, manufacturing, and construction industries that produce goods from raw materials? Okay, so primary sector po ba yan or secondary sector? Okay, so last time walang nagkamali dito. Sabi ko, abaha, ang galing naman. Sabi ko, walang nagkamali dito last time. Bagong question to. Alright. O ngayon, may nagkamali na siya. Okay. Alright. So, the ano dito is, pre-process yung raw materials. Okay? Yan. Primary po. Okay. Ang sagot po niyan ay blue. Okay? So, secondary sector. Okay. Alright. So, tingnan natin na yan. Alright. Ito. So, primary sector. Okay. Ang sagot natin sa secondary sector, di ba, is you use the raw materials para to produce something. Okay? So, ang primary, meron pa palang primary sector. Okay? Ito naman yung pag-extract. Okay? Pagkuha mo ng raw materials. Okay? Yan. So, primary, kumuha ka ng raw materials. Secondary, pre-process mo yung raw materials. Tertiary, services naman po to. Okay? And then quaternary, ito yung mga knowledge-based and intellectual activities. Okay? For example, education, consulting, okay, yan. Number 10, conflicts in society may be resolved through A, revolution, B, putsch, C, coup d'etat, and D, negotiation. Natawa ako dito sa nag-comment. Ano yung letter B? Okay, number 10, conflicts in society may be resolved through a revolution, B, putsch, C, coup d'etat, na sabi ng pinsan ko before, and D, negotiation. Okay, so that's coup d'etat ha. Ilagay nyo yung number. Bakit tinatamad kayo maglagay ng number, guys? Ilagay nyo yung number para ano? Okay, all right. So tama. Okay. All right. So conflicts in society may be resolved. Yan. So nare-resolve natin pag may problema through ano? Pag-uusap. That is negotiation. Okay, di man. Haha. Tama ka. All right. Kasi ang revolution, putsch is revolution pa rin yun, but it's Swiss German, okay? And coup d'etat, at least yung coup d'etat, tinatagalog natin yun, no? Yung coup d'etat. Okay, so this is French, of course. Okay, so stroke of the state. All right, ang meaning na. Number 11. Oy, may nagkamali pa dito last time. A representative of a total population under investigation is called AN. A sample B, participant observation. C, case study, and D, interview. Okay, so again, a representative of the total population under investigation is called AN. A sample B, participant observation. C, case study, and D, interview. Okay, so may nagkamali pa last time dito. Okay, so ano ko lang guys, so if you want, meron akong ano, yung naghahanap lagi ng huling bulong, okay, huling pabaon. Meron pa ako noon, okay, mga actual let questions, okay? Totoo po yun, legit po yan, okay? So it's just 199, okay? Yung mga gusto pong humabol na mag-enroll, pwede pa naman po sa Soksay, okay? Kasi ma-access nyo naman lahat. Alright, so BNA, bakit? Okay. Oo nga, laging may nabubudol dun sa participant observation. Okay. Sabi niya is, ano, ito yung, di ba, kailangan mong mag-research, pero hindi mo naman natin pwedeng kunin lahat yan. Okay, alambawa, alam naman kunin mo lahat yung populasyon ng Pilipinas, di ba, kailangan ka pa matapos and that is not even feasible. So, ang gagawin mo, kukuha ka ng sample. Ito yung representative ng total na population. Yung participant observation, ito po yung way, okay, para gumawa ng research, okay? Pinalabas na natin to, ito ay pinauso ni Malinowski, okay, when he was researching about the culture of the Trobriand tribe, di ba? So he lived with them, okay? Participant observation, okay? Para yung is insider, okay? Maging insider ka doon, alright? Okay, so mali po yung case study ang lumalabas in-depth, okay? The interview, lumalabas din po yan, okay? Yun yung nagtatanong ka, okay? Tatanong-tanong ka sa mga tao. Number 12, though domestic work done within the family is productive, it is not included in production in economics because a no payment has been made for such goods and services. Be he or she serves his or her own family, see lesser capital has been invested and the lesser effort has been exerted. Okay, thank you for liking the live. Ayan. Aha, see. Uy, alright. A, sabi niya. Again, though domestic work done within the family is productive, naman, productive pa rin naman kung may ginagawa kang trabaho, diba? But it is not included in production in economics because, ilagay niyo po yung number, okay? Very good kayo dyan. Because no payment has been made for such goods and services, okay? Kasi, if you look at the definition, pinaka-definition ng production in economics, ito yung kino-convert mo yung tangible at saka intangible. Okay? Into what? Into goods and services or ideas. Pero dapat, okay, yung goods and services and ideas, meron siyang exchange value, okay? Or meron siyang worth. Okay, yan. Meron siyang sa ano pa? Ewan ko ba sa Ifugao Balol, ano ba yung meron siyang worth, ano ba yun? Ano ba sa Tagalog yun? Yan, okay? So, kailangan may worth siya. And of course, it is expressed in, in currency. Okay, yan. Or, barter, pwede ring barter. Alright. Okay, number 13, which of the following countries is known as the sugar bowl of the world? A, Cuba, B, China, C, Australia, and D, Indonesia. Okay, so again, which of the following countries is known as the sugar bowl of the world? A, Cuba, B, China, C, Australia, and D, Indonesia. Grabe, sabi ko, ganito ba talaga sa Pilipinas? Parang more than 1 month, walang tigil ang ulan. Diyos ko, Lord, so paano na yung mga, ay naku, Diyos ko. Okay, so keep safe, everyone. Okay. A at saka D. Aha. Aha, okay. So kahit pa paano, no? Alright, so the answer here is Cuba. Okay, so nababanggit-banggit dati sa Philippine history, di ba? Yung US noon is ini-embargo nila. Okay, economic embargo nila ang Cuba. Ibig sabihin hindi sila bumibili ng sugar. Okay? Kaya naging sugar bowl of the world ang Cuba kasi noon-noon pa nasa historical legacy na nila. Okay, na nagpro-produce talaga sila ng sugar and they use a sugar cane. Alright? Alright, stock knowledge. Okay, sugar bowl of the Philippines. Of course, meron din tayo. Hindi tayo papatalo niyan. Okay? Benguet ba yan? Or Negros Occidental. Okay? Thank you for tapping the live. Yan, nagbubunga na po yung ating kahit pa paano mas marami nang nakakapasok. Aha, okay. Alright. May nakita ako na budol. Kasi nakita lang yung bowl, di ba? Yan. Kasi meron talaga, pero merong I think it's a prevailing phenomenon. Yung nakita, masyado na tayong na-saturate sa kaka-review. Pagkakita pa lang natin ng isang word doon, parang agad-agad tayong sumasagot. Okay? Tama, very good. Okay, Benguet is salad bowl. Very good. So nakita lang kasi natin yung bowl. May sumagot na ng Benguet. Okay. So the answer there is Negros Occidental. Okay, so kailangan pakanamnamin nyo yung tanong. Okay, so ang sakit naman kung ready ka na sa pero dahil sobrang bilis mo, okay, yung parang nakita mo lang yung isang word doon. Nangyayari pa nga guys, yung iba yung tanong, pero parehas yung yung mga options. Yan, tapos pinili na nila yung option dun sa maling tanong naman. Alam niyo yun? Okay. Alright. So, of course, ang Benguet, sabi nga is salad bowl. Okay. Number 14, what do you call the imaginary lines running around the Earth in an east to west direction in maintaining the same distance from each other? A, meridians, B, Tropic of Cancer, C, Tropic of Capricorn, and D, parallels. Okay, so again, what do you call the imaginary lines running around the Earth in the east to west? Okay, di ko alam asan ba ang east? East to west, sabi niya. East to west. Ganyan. Okay, direction maintaining the same distance from each other. A, meridians, B, Tropic of Cancer. C, Tropic of Capricorn, and D, parallels. Okay, very good naman kayo dyan. Okay, so walang nabudol. Very good kayo dyan. Okay, so the answer there is parallels. Okay, so but pakabasahin nyo to ng mabuti kasi meron din yung tanong na what do you call the imaginary lines? Sabi niya, that divides the world into west and east. Yan, so ano yung sagot po doon? Parallels po ba, po ba rin po yun? Sige nga po, you analyze my question. Okay, kasi lumalabas po yon. It divides the world into, okay, west and east or east and west. Okay, yan. So, yung isang kalahati ay east, yung isang kalahati ay west. Okay, very good. So, the answer there is meridian. Okay, yan. Yan, meridian. Alright? Okay, alright. So, sabi niya, ang hinahanap dyan ay east to west. So, of course, from east to west. So, of course, the answer there is equator or parallel. Okay, yan. Kasi ang equator is a kind of parallel. Okay, parallel latitude. Parehas po yun. Ang daming L, parallel latitude po yan. Okay, so ano po yung mga parallels? Okay, so ito yung Tropic of Cancer, which is sa taas. Tapos Tropic of Capricorn dito sa baba, right? Okay, and of course, yung mga meridians, okay, marami pong meridians, okay, hindi lang po prime meridians, kaya lang po sabing prime kasi dito po nag-start, okay? And ang lumalabas din po sa prime meridian is zero longitude, okay, zero longitude. Number 15, globalism prioritizes international cooperation, open borders and global institutions, while nationalism, okay, A, prioritizes national sovereignty, domestic interests, and cultural identity. B, promotes the elimination of national borders and identities. C, focuses on global governance over local decision-making. And D, encourages economic dependence on foreign powers. Okay, hindi po. Okay, this is, ano po to? Social science. Bukas po ay Prof. Ed tayo. Okay, yan. Prof. Ed. So, TTHS po yung aking live. Okay, so, Tuesdays and Thursdays, nagpapalit po yan, Prof. Ed at saka Gen Ed. And then Saturday is social science. Alright, okay, very good. So the answer there is letter A. Yan, kasi ang nationalism is, ito yung gusto nating bigyan ng priority yung ating country, okay? Country over others, okay? Yan, pagmamahal natin. Alright, okay. Ito kasing letter B promotes the elimination of national borders. Ito is more on globalism. Okay, so actually ito yung ang ano pa nga ng extreme nationalism is gusto nating maglagay ng national borders. Okay, yan. So that's B, C, and D are all globalism. Okay, yan. So pag sa nationalism is local decision making over global. Okay? And then kapag nationalism din ayaw natin syempre maging dependent sa foreign powers, of course. Okay, all right? Okay? All right, so that's the end of our live. Yan, so itutuloy ko na po sa aking Zoom yan. So if you want to join, it's just 299, may PDF ka na, may quiz ka, yan, hanggang 40 points every week. That is also that's very generous, that's very generous of me, Char. Okay, yan. So join na po kayo. It's just 299. Okay, so bukas na po ang ating Prof. Ed, Tuesdays at saka Thursdays. Okay, yan. Alright, maraming salamat po. Yan, there's 68,000. Okay, thank you po and bye-bye. Okay, number 16. Which region is known for its Abel Ules. Okay, A, Ules. Well, Ules niya, Ules. A, Cordillera, B, Cagayan, C, Ilocos, and D, Central Luzon. Okay, so alam niyo ba nung una kong na encounter to, inisip